Have you ever read a sentence in English that wasn't in a book, but written on a wall or a door or even a piece of paper on the street? Some of the most unforgettable language isn't found in classrooms. It's found in unexpected places, full of feeling, memory, and meaning. And when you learn English through these real-life moments, it stays with you longer. That's why one of the best ways to improve your English is through storytelling. Stories connect you with real emotions, natural phrases, and the kind of grammar people actually use when they're not thinking about grammar at all. So if you're ready to learn English from the world around you, like this video, leave a comment and subscribe to Storylish. It started as a slow afternoon. Layla was visiting a small town outside of Edinburgh. It wasn't on most travel lists. No castles, no museums, just quiet streets, a few shops, and a lot of trees. She liked places like this, towns where the wind felt louder than traffic. She had a paper map in her jacket pocket, but she didn't use it. She just walked, past gardens, down narrow alleys, across an old square with benches and stone statues no one had cleaned in years. Then, at the edge of town, she saw it. A bridge. Not big or famous. Just a small, narrow arch made of gray stone, stretching over a stream. From a distance, it looked abandoned. The kind of bridge you'd miss if you weren't paying attention. But as she got closer, she noticed something. The stones weren't just old, they were covered in writing. Not graffiti, not names, but poems. Tiny lines of poetry, some scratched in with keys, some written in pen, others carved carefully with tools. Dozens of small verses, different languages, different dates, different styles. Some were new, others faded with rain and time. She stopped walking. For a few seconds, it was like the whole bridge was whispering. One line said, "I left my voice in the wind here." Another, "We met here once. That was enough." Another, "If you stand still, you'll hear what I couldn't say." Layla slowly ran her fingers across the stone. She didn't know who wrote these, or why, but every sentence felt alive. Like the bridge was a journal no one owned but everyone used. She walked to the middle of the bridge. The stream below was quiet, moving slowly under the arch. The trees bent toward the water. The light through the branches made everything feel soft. She reached into her bag and pulled out a pen. No plan, no big idea, just a feeling that she needed to leave something. But she didn't know what to write. Not at first. She stood there for 5 minutes, then 10. Then she remembered something her grandmother used to say when Layla was little and scared to try something new. You don't need to shout to be heard. Just be honest. So she wrote that, in small letters, on the edge of a stone near the middle of the bridge. You don't need to shout to be heard. Just be honest. It wasn't perfect, but it was real. She stepped back and looked at it. Her words now stood with all the others, a part of the silent conversation across time and language. She didn't take a photo. She didn't post about it. She just walked on. But she left a piece of herself behind. And somehow, that made her feel more connected than anything else that day. In this story, you learned powerful and natural English phrases like abandoned, the kind of bridge you'd miss, covered in writing, like the whole bridge was whispering, and a journal no one owned but everyone used. These are the types of expressions native speakers use when describing memory, mystery, and emotion. You also saw how past simple was used to describe actions. She walked, she stopped, she wrote, and how descriptive language painted a picture with phrases like the trees bent toward the water and soft light through the branches. These sentence structures are useful when you want your English to feel vivid and personal. We post emotional English stories like this every day. So like this video, subscribe to Storylish, and in the comments, tell us, if you could write one short sentence on a wall for someone to find, what would it be? See you in the next video.